Hello again, and thank you for joining me today. I am going to go ahead and cut right to the chase. I'm just going to go ahead and start building a new little plot of neighborhood land. First, I gotta find it, but oh, that's right. I was going to do something over here. And while I do that, I will actually, after I do that, I'm going to put this thing together first, and then while we watch it build, I'm going to go ahead and cover a few little notes on some City Skylines 2 mods that I have learned about recently, very, very recently, in fact. So stick around for those. This ought to be very, very interesting to hear about. Let's see, get this thing. How did I do that before? I think, and I say before because this before is not in my other city instance. This one is actually one of my, oh, how do I put it? One of my build attempts that I was trying to do when all things went south. There was, I don't remember exactly what happened, but all things went south. And so whatever happened with that build, just, I didn't save it. Just, it was terrible, and yeah. So it was this city that I tried to build this little neighborhood in because I wanted to connect to this little thingy over here. But yeah, that just did not work out. So I'm gonna right click there, left click up here, and just smooth all that out. Make a nice little transition. We'll make a happy transition because we grew up with Mr. Ross back in the good old days. Anyways, enough of being that kind of a dork. Still have to play that card, you know. I can't give up on that thing. All right, let's see here. I want to move this out just a little bit more. Let's get it to the edge of the map. Yeah, let's just put that. And of course, I'm going parallel to the, according to The Sims, the fictional border of my city right now, which I really don't have to do, but I'm doing it anyways. Let's. I don't remember if I went out this far, but I'm going to go out this far today. Go into there, take it to a regular two-way street from there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. What should I do with that? Should I? I'm trying to think how streets in real life work, cause actually that should be turned the other way around, shouldn't it? Yeah, that should be turned the other way around. There we go. Okay, so one way going in, one way eventually turning into two ways going out. I think I'm gonna just go out that way and then come out this way. Yeah, I really don't need to do that though, because there's not really going to be. I was going to say there's not really a whole lot that's going to be happening over here. It's just I'm thinking of just using this thing. Ooh, I'm getting ideas here for future stuff. This looks like a riverbed that has possibly dried up. And I wonder what would happen if I just dug a channel through here and just let it kind of flow. Will landscaping let me do anything about that right now? Let me see. No, it won't let me do anything with that. So, as of right now, I'm at least going to bypass validation results and turn that back off and do this stuff outside city limits. Right click to the depth that I think I want, and then just okay, so that does need to go down just a smidgen. So at what point is it? Okay, so let's reduce that a little bit. So I want to see this water just kind of flow through here, so I am just going to just kind of dig this channel out really quick like. So I'm just noticing like the water physics between the two games, this one and CS1, are, well, I mean, it was obvious that they were drastically different the first time you saw the water physics even moving in this game. But what I'm sensing out of this is just that, or not really sensing, I'm getting just an overall different vibe out of it. Like altogether, like the water is just so much more calm in this game than it is in Skylines 1. It just, and it almost doesn't even want to take over anything, you know what I mean? Like it wants to, it barely wants to take over this, where CS1, like as soon as you carve out a channel, it would have been way down there already. Like this guy, I feel like I should maybe carve out some of this just to kind of get that water flowing in that direction. Yeah, say Skylines 1, it didn't go uphill. I mean, that was the one good thing about it. It didn't go uphill, but like if the water level was even slightly moving down, it would have just taken off. And this one does not want to take off. I think that's probably more user error than anything to do with the game. Yeah, this is definitely user error. Give me another minute, guys. I'm working this out. Okay, I'm back. And I've sped it up a little bit. I've widened out the channel just a hair. I will probably come back at a later time and fiddle with this a little bit more. But for now, I think I'm just going to see how that turns out. And yeah, this is all outside of city territory or city boundaries, as indicated by this white line. Over here with the street is within, and this is outside of it, so yeah. Oops, just hit my number 1, my bad. Bump that up to 3 again and see where this goes. But yeah, this water doesn't seem to want to go anywhere fast. I'm not really just noticing that, but I'm for sure commenting on it for right now. Take out a tree, couple trees. Maybe it doesn't want to move because it, well, it's gonna say maybe it doesn't want to move because it's freezing, but it's not freezing. It's 50 degrees outside. But yeah, all right. So that's a little sidetrack. I think I'm done with for now. We'll come back to that and at a later time see how that pans out. Anyways, getting back to this little neighborhood here. So let's go ahead, continue our trek with these guys. And what I'm going to do out here is just a series of small little roads that I'm going to try to end them off, or cut them off with roundabouts and see how well that works. But cross that bridge when I get there. And let's see, let's go up this way. Let's do that sort of thing. Let's stick some small roundabouts on the end of these. Okay, well that's not terribly bad. Imagine if they're bigger, maybe they have... no, they don't want to have people growing on them. Alright, well, fine. I won't worry about it then. I will, however, bring this out just a little bit more so that it... Oops, wrong one. So that it covers up this area. Another graphic glitch. I think I'm going to have some of my chocolate milk today. No coffee, just no soda, just chocolate milk. No, I haven't really been talking all that much to warrant getting a glass of anything to drink, but hey, I'm doing it anyways. Alright, so let's actually go out from here and go the other way. I actually don't remember what my... Don't remember what my settings were going this way, but that'll work. Put a little tiny thingy there. Now, what to do about this. I think I could do just a small little gravel road and probably come off of that, just like that. So let me go ahead and finish up the rest of this little neighborhood. Oops. And straight line, please. Thank you. Okay, so I got that set up. It's very, very primitive, quick setup trying to get all that placed, but yeah, I clearly don't need any houses right now. But hey, you know, we'll see what people want to do if they come out this way. The commercial definitely wants to build out here, that's for sure. I'm thinking I might have to do some industrial stuff, but for now, that will work. So I want to get into some stuff that I've researched between this episode and the last. And this, again, is being recorded as a part of my video queue. So it's recorded long before it's actually released on YouTube. So forgive me if this doesn't make any sense. Probably long in the future, it won't really matter when this is recorded, but I'm just giving you a heads up that the recording time and the upload time are drastically different. So recording is November 26th, and our mod master Biffa has highlighted a traffic intersection mod, and it is the CS1 equivalent of Traffic Manager President's Edition, or TMPE as most CS1 players like to refer to it as, but it's basically in its infancy. Now you'll notice that I haven't really used any mods here in this instance. Right now you'll see that my map tiles is still set at 8. I can still buy a few if I want to. I do not have this road tool activated. If I wanted to use it, I would go, say, down here to this guy, click on this intersection, and it would ideally appear up here in the left, but I don't have it activated right now. And I say right now because I do have the mods downloaded, but I'm getting to that. I'm going to work back to that. So the traffic light mod, or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called officially, but it's in its infancy. It's very, very primitive. It kind of reminds me of what Node Controller looked like the first time it came out in CS1. It does seem to combine the functions of TMPE and Node Controller, because you can direct the lanes of traffic into any direction that you please, and also control the phasing of the lights, the traffic lights. This one, I don't believe CS1 has this, but in CS2, this particular traffic intersection mod has its own independent phase for pedestrians only. So that's pretty cool. My thoughts on this is that as I've gone to install it, I noticed on the GitHub page that there are 2 different instances of this mod, and it comes down to seeing which version works for you. I am not too familiar with how these work yet. All I know is that you install R2 Modman from Thunderdome, and subsequently the Bepin X Pack. I think that's how you say that, I'm not sure. But it doesn't say which version of the mods, or it doesn't say which version to use for other mods, like the traffic manager, for example. So right now, as of recording, there is BIE BipinX 5 or 6. And I noticed that version 5 worked for me, not number, just version 5. And I first tried 6, and it's a matter of trying to get the installation folders figured out. Once you have the Thunderdome mod application installed, it's a lot like Skyve for CS1. It's basically the same functionality. It has its own list of mods that it has, and then there's other ones that you can get from GitHub that you install through, or that you unzip and place in the proper folders, for lack of a better explanation on that. So yeah, I noticed that version 5 worked for me. There are 2 versions when you go to find the traffic mod. Version 5 worked for me, and so I will be utilizing these mods the next time that I come back to this particular city. My next video is going to go back to CS1 for a little visit there, and so episode 11 will have my first use of mods in CS2. And I know, oh my gosh, I can hear you typing away at the keyboard already. You said you weren't going to do mods right away, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know. And I remember saying specifically that I was going to eat those words very, very quickly. I was almost counting on it, too. So, between episode 8 and this one, episode 9, I changed my mind. I was like, I'll go see what's going on here. And yeah, I essentially just downloaded these mods, but I'm not ready to use them just yet. I kind of want to see what vanilla CS1 or CS2, sorry, has to offer, just to kind of get a feel for it. And another mod that has been announced is one for adjusting sim behaviors. Specifically, it seems to only affect the behavior of residential zones and affect the high rent warnings that you get. So I think, yeah, like this one right here, the high rent buildings, those should go away with this mod enabled. So we'll see if that becomes a thing in episode 11. And My only comment on that is that I feel like these mods should be something that should be a part of the base game, right? I mean, we got used to the fact that CS1 was done with its base version, and you needed mods to do anything and everything else to make it do what you wanted it to do. CS2 seems to be a little bit more lenient as far as what you can and cannot do in the base version. I mean, again, these are mods. That's probably just speculation. It's probably just me talking out my ass. But, and no, I didn't mean to make that work out the way it did, but it did. Anyways, these mods seem like they should be, especially with high rent warnings, they seem like they. Oh, another graphic glitch. Gotta take a drink. Hang on. Okay, back for more chatting. These kinds of fixes, seems like, CS2 is still very, very early on in its release, and I feel like these kinds of issues could be fixed in later versions. So that's all I'm going to say on that. These could be fixed in later versions. We might not even need these mods later on down the road, but we'll see. I really hope that we don't need to. Like, I kind of want to keep it as base version as possible. But yeah, it's one of those things that we'll just have to see. So another thing I want to talk about is the release roadmap that was talked about recently from Colossal Order, and Expansion Pass Updated Timeline is how it's titled. So there have been adjustments made to the Expansion Pass post-launch content timeline, they say, to our Ultimate Edition buyers. And this is why I'm getting into this. This is the only reason I'm even talking about it, is because I'm one of these buyers. In light of our commitment to improve the game performance and to prioritize the mods editor availability, there have been adjustments made to the Expansion Pass post-launch content timeline. You can find detailed explanation in Colossal Order's weekly Word of the Week development updates. This decision to delay certain content releases has been made as we are focusing on improving the game's performance in line with what has already been done over the past weeks. So, instant access, basically on release, you get the base game and you get San Francisco bridges, looks like. The San Francisco stuff. Blech. So what? The beach properties and the deluxe relax station, radio station, will come out in Q1 of next year, 2024. The modern can't talk again. Still can't talk. Modern architecture and urban damn it. Urban promenades. Holy crap, I cannot do it today. As well as bridges and ports, and then 2 more radio stations should come out in Q2 of 2024. So sometime after June, I imagine. And yeah, that's kind of a long ways off. That's kind of, well, not kind of, that is very disappointing. So that basically covers the Ultimate Edition as far as things to look forward to. So I guess it sounds like I have to wait a year in order to get everything I paid for. As this stuff becomes available, it should just automatically be ready to use. I shouldn't have to do anything else. That's pretty much the expectation I'm going with on this. So we'll see what happens.
Is he asleep?
No. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
And since these people do not seem to want to move in here, this is rather frustrating. They have not given you guys really anything to look at, and I apologize for that. You little shitheads. They give you a nice little neighborhood, probably because there's no walking paths or anything here for them to really enjoy. Let's let's switch this up a little bit. I don't have larger parks yet. Let's put in some plazas. That'll work. There's one. A small park. I wonder if I could get away with a pedestrian road here. Just kind of go through here. And then do a park. Yeah, right in the middle of that. Yeah, why not one on the other side? See if that makes them want to build in a little more. I could also put pathways along here. I should probably go ahead and do that. So I am hoping with the Urban Promenades creator pack that we will get more pathways. I was going to say just paths, but yeah, it's actually pathways. Same difference. That just did not make any sense at all because I was looking at the so let's go that. Our man Biffa has also mentioned that other mods are being worked on. So yay. Go mod team. Why is that not working out? What's going on here? Why are you being a little dingus? What the heck's going on here? So I just do a straight line and call it good? Like, not even try to be freaking fancy with this stuff? Yeah, it just doesn't want to make a decent looking roundabout thing. That's dumb. Whatever. Just put some trees in there and call it good. Whoa, that's way too dang big. Oh my gosh, it's snowing. We're in the dead of winter. We're in January. Yay! We get seasons. And they don't seem to affect the parks as much. Like, do we have heated parks here now? What's going on? Let's slow the time down a little bit. I want to see what's going on here. So, I'm not sure how they're driving around with snow all over their windows. I'm not exactly sure that's going to be anything that gets fixed. But the ground apparently is a heated ground because it doesn't get... Everything else gets snowed on, but the ground stays totally clear. The streets apparently are from Japan, where they have underwater or sub-level heating systems installed. Yeah, there's another glitch that I could take a drink on. In my beloved little construction thing that still wish they would fix that. That's just so basic. This game should not be this basic. Curse you for being so blasted basic. Maybe people don't want to move in the middle of winter. Alright, so that's that neighborhood. That got me over to here, which I'm happy about. Let's... oh, wrong way. Let me see what else I have to tinker with. College. Oh, I could go and put my college way up yonder. So let's see what I can do with this. Now this is something I did work on in my other city, putting this college down, and what I did was went to about here and just started leveling the snot out of all of this area. Turn that up a bit. Just level the snot out of all of this. And just made this my college campus. Went up to about that second line there. I wonder if in the future, like with more content stuff, if they're going to introduce more natural disasters and they do like avalanches. That would be a really cool one to see. Like you go and you start terraforming like snow stuff, and then all of a sudden you just kick out a huge sheet of ice, and all of a sudden you get this avalanche that just goes down the hills. I could see that like in the mountains. Like that would probably be more of a thing in the mountains up there, but that would be a cool one. I don't think I've ever seen avalanches before in any city simulator. Not just City Skylines, not just Sim City, but any of them. So yeah, when future peeps hear this and you need some ideas for more content creator packs or DLCs, yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Is that straight? That said it was straight. It didn't look straight. I think it's the shadow that's messing with me. It doesn't make it look straight. So let's see here. I'm going to go from here. Just go about up to there. And then take this guy. Come out to that. Probably just leave that around the edge. Let's see. Come out to about there, I think. No, actually, that's choose pedestrian path for that. Let's just go from there to about there, and let's see how big this college is. Well, so you're not too bad of a size there. I think we've almost made enough of a dent in the hillside here to accommodate that. Just flatten out a little bit more so we don't have any lumpies and bumpies to piss off our other our other city YouTuber. Nah, it's not gonna piss him off. He's doing his own thing. He ain't gonna be watching my stuff and be like, oh, you're not taking care of your lumpies and bumpies properly. Oh man, City Planner, if you ever see this video or any of my videos, awesome. I mean, being a new channel, that would be pretty cool to see established YouTubers, you know, kind of cheering on the little guy, but my God, just accept the fact that I am like the biggest dork, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's just the way it is. Let's go this way with. How far out did I go with that parking? That hillside there. Went kind of far out. Let's move that out just a little bit more, and kind of keep that hard edge there so I know how far back it goes. So that looks to be about the size of a large parking lot. Let's see. Medium parking lot. Let's see if a large one will fit in there though. Barely, kinda, not really. Very large parking lot is definitely not going to fit in there. But a medium one. Oh, come on. The medium one is. Oh, man. Okay, so let's start with that. Let's put in some plazas on either side for now. Let's do. Oh my gosh, Brian. Get the right tool selected. Holy crap. Okay. Let's go with that for now. It's probably a terrible design. But I'm going to go with that for now. And let's smooth out the hill over here. Just push it out a little bit more. And then as we need it, I will push this back even more and see what we get with a college campus. Now, I probably don't have anything I can add to this, so I have a few upgrades. I can do extension wings and a college library. I feel like the college library would probably be best suited off that away. But we don't need it right now. Students with better chances of graduating. Transfer the room for even more eager learners. Well, we don't have very many eager learners right now, as it is, so. Yeah, let's get out of that. Is there any wrecks? Come on, tell me there's a wreck. Ah, don't see any wrecks. I guess I don't have enough people who give a damn about this city to want to move in. Not enough customers. Alright, I think another thing that I did with this area was I'm going to add some on and off ramps here. I need to upgrade that to a 3-lane first, and then oh, booyah, Grandma. Grandma being the city limits telling me I can't do something because screw you guys. No, I don't need to go out that far. do want to go up a little bit. I don't need to go up 90 feet though, holy crap. I don't even need to go up 30 feet. I need to pay attention to my elevation things first. I probably don't even need to go up that high yet. So 7. Do they need to go out that far? No. But I'm going out that far. Can I fix that to 2 segments there? I can't. Hey, look at that. I definitely do like the new road system in this game. It's just a lot friendlier to use than the what we have in CS1, than the road system in CS1. That's what I was going to say. So those guys, they have the option to get off up here to come down here and go that way and then up there, and then these people coming this way can just take that and just do that sort of thing. Alright, so both sides are taken care of. They can both easily get to that if they want to. And I think I'm going to cut it off here. I'm halfway through level 6 as far as the progression milestone is concerned. I need to work on getting some kind of money in. That's still not happening anytime soon. I am going to eventually make this island. I'm still kind of hooked on the idea of making it a university island. It might have key walls all the way around it, but for now I will definitely be leveling it out. Stick with the idea of leveling it out and doing another intersection over here for that sort of thing. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to leave it as done. We'll be stuck in the middle of winter. Doesn't look like anybody's in love with anything going on here because we are in February, and I assume if people are loving on each other, we should see little hearts everywhere. At least that's kind of the idea that I've gotten from posts online where people have played this a lot more than I have, because apparently that's all they have the time for, and I have other things I need to do with my time nowadays. Ironically, when this game was announced and when I put this system together to play this game, I did have a lot more time and I was going to play this a lot more. But yeah, things happen, things work out, and I'm just one of those gamers that, well, I get to it when I have free time. So, oh cool, now it's starting to thaw out a little bit. I'm seeing the snow melting over here on the islands. God, it's little things like that that kind of make this game redeem itself. I don't know, I get giddy for stuff like that when there's new things that are implemented. Like, we didn't get seasons at all in Skylines 1. Like, at all. We got a bunch of different additions to it, but seasons were never one of them, and I don't know if there are other city builders that do have seasons, but this is the first one that I've played that has seasons in it, and I just think it's the coolest thing ever. Anyways, sorry, just kind of getting in over my head here. Yes, I'm going to. Oh, traffic accident over there. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you for sticking around with me and listening to my explanations of the mods that have been released for this game. You will be seeing those in episode 11. I am going to be visiting my city from Skylines 1 next time. So yeah, come back for that, and come back for episode 11 to check out the mod usage for this game. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.